Hello, hello. How is everybody tonight? Am I coming through loud and clear? Let me see. Yep. I am coming through loud and clear. How is everybody tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Let's see. Who have I got with me so far? I got Febzer watching over on Twitch. What's up, Febzer? How you doing, ma'am? Over on YouTube, I have got Captain Halloween. Keith, how you doing? Michael Myers, Halloween Kills. Jeff Overing, Dying Breed. Shock Aswan. Howdy. Nick Marshall, Slash Your Home Video. Chris, how are you? Dying Breed. What's up, Dave? Hey, Rick. Pantheria, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. JKS 80s horror fan, howdy. Cinemurdrum, Sam Thomason, My Masks and Horror Collectibles. DJ, how you been, DJ? There's Ben Grimm. What's up, Ben? Sean Sr., how you doing? RJ Skarinky. AJ Roberts, what's up, AJ? Haddonfield Slasher. Wade Lindman. Hola. Hola, ¿cómo está? What's going on, Spooky Collections 13? Hope you're well. Yes, happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Yeah, happy Father's Day. What's up, Joe Reed? Jimmy L, what's up? Hope everybody's doing good on this Sunday night. I didn't have anything planned for tonight, so I thought, hey, let's jump on and we'll do a stream and maybe, shoot the bull for a little bit. What's up, SV7SV? Pizza I'd like if you ever get close to Franklin, Kentucky. If you and the J-Man would come by my pay lake and do some catfishing. Wow. Jeremy would probably fish for all of about 5 minutes. And then he'd be looking at me and giving me that look like this. And then it'll be like, ready to go. Ready to go. So, and I've actually not gone fishing myself in a very, very long time. Gosh, I don't remember the last time I went fishing. Man, it's been many, many years. No, I did not pick up anything from the Severance sale. I didn't even look to see what... Well, that's not true. I looked to see what they had, I don't know, a few days before the sale. And they really didn't have anything that, tickled my fancy. So I was like, meh. But I did get some stuff from the Vinegar Syndrome sale. I did a video unboxing it all. Did y'all check that out? And I was actually watching Thriller, A Cruel Picture, just before going live. Let me spit this gum out. How rude of me. I have gum in my mouth. I totally forgot I even had gum in my mouth. But I started watching Thriller, A Cruel Picture. I got about an hour into it. And then I checked my phone and I was like, holy crap, it's 8:50. I better get on the ball. So far I'm actually enjoying Thriller. Well, I can't say it's not the kind of picture it's definitely not a feel good movie. It's not that kind of movie, but I was enjoying what I'd seen so far. So I'm eager to check out the other. I think there's about another 40 minutes left of it. So, but yeah, Thriller, A Cruel Picture. Got about an hour in. It's definitely not going to be a feel-good hit of the summer. Yes, a Big Crack Rock. I did get a tracking number from Vinegar Syndrome, or at the very least, I got a. I mean, yeah, they sent me a. Yeah, I mean, they sent me a mailing notification, and let me pull it up here. Pretty sure it had all that jazz on it. But now, what's funny is I waited like several days. I had the package for several days. Yeah, I got shipping notifications and I got tracking on all of the on everything that I ordered back on June 9th, so 10 days ago. And I actually just kind of set on the package until yesterday or day before yesterday. So I'd actually had them for a while, but I have heard from and I figured at that point everybody would have already gotten their package. But Vinegar Syndrome, I know it's a small operation up there in Connecticut, and they just kind of mail stuff as quick as they can. But yeah, I heard from a lot of people saying that they hadn't gotten a shipping notification or anything yet. So I would be concerned. I would be concerned too, but I'm sure they'll get around to it. They're just busy. So, hey, Joe Reese, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Hey, Michael Sullivan, what's up? Jeremy and I are good. Jeremy and I actually did a new, Mountain Dew, flavor review, a brand new Mountain Dew flavor review. So I'm going to finish editing that one probably later tonight, and maybe have it out on Monday or Tuesday. Probably will make that one a early access for my patrons first, and then roll it out probably Tuesday. But it was a fun video to shoot. There's Christian in the chat. Christian, how you doing? TCM will in fact be on PS4. Okay, the new Chainsaw game. Okay, it will be on PS4 and Xbox One. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I may pick it up. I don't know. We'll see. We're getting some new Halloween 4Ks later this year. At least I've heard. So we're getting I think it's pretty much been confirmed, not officially, that we're getting Halloween 6 on 4K later this year, which that definitely, that makes me happy. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get H2O and Resurrection in 4K later this year. I mean, just imagine Resurrection in 4K, Dangertainment in 4K. Wow. Just imagine. Goodness gracious. My summer so far is very hot. It has been insanely hot here in Kentucky as of late. It actually cooled down day before yesterday. It cooled down a little bit, which thank God it did, because we lost power for a good 5 or 6 hours. But it was one of the cooler days that we've had. Thank God it wasn't one of those in the 90s with a heat index of like 110, or else, I mean, we would have melted. But yeah, being without power for that long really kind of sucked. There's old Curly Jaws. You ready for the Fog 2005 to get a 4K release 5-disc set? I'm going to pretend like I didn't read that because there's no way on earth that that's going to happen. That will never, ever happen. What's up, Enrique? How you doing, man? If you guys haven't dropped a like on the stream and you're watching on YouTube, please do so. I would appreciate that. I listen, I wouldn't dream of messing with Busta Bus. By the way, whatever happened to Busta Rhymes? Is he still around? Let's look up Busta Rhymes here. I'm concerned about Busta. Let's see, what's Busta Rhymes doing these days? Oh wow, Busta's put on some okay, so he put on some weight, but then he shredded. He's shredded now. All right, so Busta Rhymes admits he almost died from bad health habits, but I mean he's looking better now. That's good. I'm glad for Busta. But yeah, he got pretty big. Now he's all swole. I'm glad. Busta's doing good. Is Scream Factory going to have a summer sale this year? I imagine. I imagine so. Justin Murad, I'm doing good, man. How are you? No, I only have 2 Deftones shirts. I've got the White Pony one here, and I've got one that's got, it's like a mashup of the self-titled album and Diamond Eyes. Thank you, Jen. Oh, wow, you lost power for 10 days, Dave. Holy crap, I couldn't imagine. Jeremy would, we'd have to we'd have to move into a hotel so that he could watch his shows and have his television. And gosh, I don't know if I could survive 10 whole days without power. Holy crap. So I got some antioxidants here. Were any of you here for, I don't remember which stream it was. It might've been during the, I don't remember if it was during the best or worst list, the stacker lists, that I opened up a bottle of this and it had gone bad. This is from the same batch. Hopefully this one's not gone bad, because I desperately need some antioxidants. It smells good. It's good. It's good. Although I've been chewing that gum, and let's take another drink just in case. Make sure. It's good. It's good. Thank goodness. It's good. Hey, Dan, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight, sir? Dan is a big fan of Busta Rhymes, so you'll be happy to hear that Busta Rhymes is doing well. Dan, he packed on some pounds, but he's now pretty cut again. He's all swole again. So, when did I order the Friday the 13th New Beginning shirts? I ordered those the day that they went, that they were available to pre-order. I don't know what we're going to be doing for the 4th of July this year. Stone, I'm sorry, DJ. No idea. No idea what we're going to be doing. Probably nothing. Well, actually, Jeremy says he wants to watch Uncle Sam, so we may watch Uncle Sam for the 4th this year.
Mama. Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Thank you, Nico, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that, sir. A shot for Mr. Bronson. Oh, I should have brought I should have brought the Bronson mask over with me. But yeah, let's do a shot. I went my cat. I actually have just a little bit left out of the bottle that I did the fog review with. There's just that much left, and this was this was almost a fresh bottle before doing that review. I really should I really should release some of the outtakes, because there's a lot of I don't know why I decided to use a lot of big words in that review, and like I stumbled or slurred a bunch of them, and it's pretty funny, I guess. Probably wouldn't look good if I released those. So I'm probably not going to release that footage. So, but anyway, yes, this is a shot for Bronson and a shot for you, Nico. Thank you, sir, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Ooh. Ooh. That one had some bite on the end. That one bit me on the end. Damn. It's warm too. Damn it. Should have put that in the freezer. What are you doing? My cat's going crazy back here. But yes, thank you for that again, Nico. Appreciate that. Busta has more cred than Michael now for sure, LOL. The only thing that's going to save Halloween Ends is if Busta shows up and saves the day. That's it. That'll be the only thing that can save it. I've not heard anything about a new Blu-ray for Prom Night 2. I wish they would. I mean, that movie definitely needs a Blu-ray. Or screw that. Let's do a 4K for Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2. It's a great movie. Your Vinegar Syndrome ship, Dan? They probably put yours in like a crate. You bought so much. Hey, Enrique, what are my thoughts on Halloween 5? I like Halloween 5. I liked Halloween 5. So, you know, it's a sentimental favorite because I used to rent 4 and 5 all the time back to back growing up. So, and I had some great times watching those movies back in the day. And 5, you know, I don't know, 5's got, I think 5 has got more going for it than people give it credit for. I mean, granted, it needed some work, but I think there's a little more going for it than people give it credit for. What's up, Gotham Cinnabites? Slaughterport, what's going on, man? I saw your promo that you cut on everybody. I'm telling you, that horror YouTuber of the month thing is getting vicious. Mike cut a scathing promo, and then Slaughterport shows up and cuts an even more scathing promo. It's getting rough. It's like the East Coast versus West Coast rap war up in here. So I just hope no lives are lost over this thing. The Ends trailer will play over Black Phone. Has that been confirmed? The cat, she's playing with something. What are you playing with, baby? I don't know. She's being wild. Did you hear about Jason Blum Oh yeah, I heard him say yeah, or I saw
Uh-huh.
something about
Yes,
that.
darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells
Smells
of
of
death.
death. Thank you, Pioneers Get the Arrows, for the 279 Canadian Super Chat. Top 5 Bronson flicks. Damn. Uh, man. I would go Death Wish 2 is number 1. Death Wish 3 is number 2. 10 to Midnight is 3. Death Hunt is 4. And ooh. I'll just throw Mr. Majestic as 5. There you go. But thank you for that. Very kind of you. Yeah, Jason Bloom says he wants to do a Nightmare on Elm Street with Robert Englund. I mean, if he can get the rights, I'm sure it'll happen, and I'm sure if he waves enough money in front of Robert Englund's face, he'll come back. So, I mean, there you go. What's up, Jamie? How are you? Jess is going to be dropping a promo soon. Okay. I think Lorne should study the promo style of The Ultimate Warrior and then cut a promo in that vein. I think that would be epic. Do you ever care for the Misfits horror rock any? Not really, but I've not really listened to that much of the Misfits music. Yeah, Tenebrae's getting a 4K from Synapse. That's going to be coming out pretty soon. I've got it pre-ordered. Oh, by the way, speaking of lists, I've got my top 20 slasher movie list. I think I've got it finalized here. Which if you wondered why I posted all those I posted a poll on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and in the community section of my channel asking, is Candyman a slasher? And that was because of the slasher list. I don't know. My top 20 slasher list may upset some people. I don't know. All right, so I'm posting a poll right now in the chat. Is Candyman from 92, not the remake, is Candyman from 1992, is that a slasher movie? I've had some really interesting responses to that. Hey, Anthony, what's up, man? How are you doing? Well, speaking of Busta Rhymes, we've got Dangertainment in the chat right now. My goodness. Let's talk about the Chris Benoit tragedy. Why on earth would we want to talk about that? Goodness gracious. You know what would be fun, Dan, is if Lorne cut a promo in the style of The Undertaker and Sam was like Paul Bearer. Like she could be holding like anything, like just a cup or something and been going like, ooh, while Lorne, channeled The Undertaker. That would be funny. I've not seen Top Gun yet. I'll probably just wait until till it hits streaming. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait now for Crimes of the Future for it to hit streaming or hit VOD, whatever. I agree, Dave. I think Neon Maniacs is a great slasher. I love it. I've never been to Gulf Shores, Alabama, JT. Sorry. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I would appreciate that. I need some more antioxidants here. Ah, Jen, you saw The Thing 40th anniversary today. Cool. Very cool. I don't think any of my local theaters were playing it, unfortunately. What's up, Jose? How you doing, man? Uncle Sam is a Larry Cohen penned and William Lustig directed horror film from the early 90s. Or, well, I know. What year did it come out? Well, 96. I'm sorry, not the early 90s. 96. Somebody told me the other day, they said, do you realize that the O.J. Simpson trial and like the Bronco chase and all that jazz, it's coming up on like its 30th anniversary. That was 30 years ago. I was like, holy crap. Now I feel really old. Yeah, Vigilante. Yeah, William Lustig's Vigilante. Really. Yeah, I like it a lot. The nearest good theater is it's a bit of a drive, which, I mean, I've got a local theater. They're okay for, certain things, but they don't get a lot of, the Crimes of the Future. They're not going to get Crimes of the Future. They get more of the mainstream stuff. If there's like a new Marvel movie out, it's going to be playing on at least 3 screens. So there's not much room for anything else at my local theater. Screaming for Conrad. How you doing, man? Welcome. What's the update on Peter Brackey's new book on horror films of the 90s? Oh, I was actually chatting with Peter not too long ago. He's putting it all together. He's gotten, this thing is going to be twice the size of Crystal Lake Memories. He's gotten so many interviews, and he's at the point now where he's trying to he's editing it all together and trying to balance it. And so, he's got quite a task on his hands there, because it's just so much. But, he's still working on it. Hopefully it'll be out, I would say probably early next year. that's when I if I was a betting man, I'd say it'll be out early next year. But yeah, I'd started Thriller, and I'd gotten through about an hour of it before the stream started. But I'm looking forward to finishing the film out. Put it that way. I'd heard some really mixed things about it. So, and I actually watched the that last Resident Evil movie they made, Welcome to Raccoon City, last night. And I was surprised by how much I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was a pretty fun ride. Not great, but entertaining. Trying to play Snake on an old Nokia phone. Speaking of there's the Resident Evil, that Welcome to Raccoon City movie actually takes place in 98. Or is it 96? It's 98, I think. And one character is actually playing Snake on like one of those Nokia phones. Well, just before being attacked by a zombie. So that's pretty funny. Thoughts on Jason Blum wanting to get the Elm Street rights? I mean, of course, there's money in them there hills, and he knows it. But now, I heard he struck out on the Friday the 13th rights. He struck out on those. So, he may be going for Nightmare, as a backup. Thanks to you, I bought Death Wish 2 and 3 on Blu-ray. I'd never seen these movies before. I ordered them, but your review convinced me. From Montreal, Canada. Oh, cool. Well, did you like them? Did you like Death Wish 2 and 3? Hi, DMC. What's up? Yeah, this is some wine. Drinking some nice wine tonight, getting those antioxidants, just relaxing. Just having a good chill hangout with you guys. What's up, Ethan? How you doing? Just watched Maniac Cop earlier for the first time and loved it. Should I pick up 2 and 3? 2 definitely. 2 for sure. If you can find part 3 at a reasonable price, get 3, but 3's not that good. Katy Perry moved out to my side of the state. Thoughts? Well, I mean, I guess there's no time like the present. Katy Perry and I are an item. I'm just going to announce it. She's actually upstairs right now, sleeping. And so that's why the move. And she'll probably get mad at me for just announcing it like this, but the truth had to come out sometime. Bloody Pit of Horror. I don't know. Sounds familiar. I don't know if I've seen it though, Nico. Hey, Jimmy the Saint, how you doing? Yep, Maniac Cop 2 is, I would say it is just as good as the first, if not better. I mean, the first one does have Tom Atkins in it, and that, that bumps it up significantly. But 2 is a darn good sequel. 2 is a darn good sequel. You knew it. You knew it, Chris. Well, she just couldn't. She was a fan of the channel, and she just couldn't resist. I mean, can you blame her? Right, Maniac Cop 2 doesn't have Tom Atkins, unfortunately. It does have Robert Davi. And what's the guy's name from Halloween 2? Leo Rossi. Leo Rossi has a fun character in Maniac Cop 2. Leo Rossi. Yeah, Robert Zadar's got a little bit more to do in the second one. And then all he does in the third one is walk around. There could have been they could have made a good movie out of 3. There was the foundation there for a good movie with the whole Bride of Frankenstein kind of thing going on, but it just didn't pan out. Relentless, yes, the William Lustig movie with God, I'm horrible with names. The dude from The Breakfast Club with the huge nostrils. What's up, Chris Roberts? Zadar's chin should have gotten its own billing, that's for sure. That's for sure. So it looks like his Candyman and Slasher 60-40. 60 say yes, 40 say no. You know what's funny is the Twitter poll, no, won out. The Instagram poll, no, won out. But the YouTube poll that I posted in the community section, yes, won out. So it was interesting. It was interesting how that happened. People on Twitter said no. People on Instagram said no. People on YouTube said yes. So, there we go. But I'm probably... The list is done. Took a couple of days of just, really deep thought, but I think I've got the list done. I may do some minor, I don't know. I think it's done. So I'll do a top 20 slasher movie stream. Let's see, maybe, I don't know. Are they doing an at the drive-in on Friday? This coming Friday? If they're not doing it at the drive-in on Shudder, I may do it Friday. but it's done. It's right here. It might be slightly controversial too. I don't know. We'll see. It might be slightly controversial. Body count from 86. Let's see. No, I don't think. Actually, I don't think I've seen this one. It's got David Hess in it. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one. Is it available anywhere to watch? Is it on? Okay, it's free on Freevee. I'm gonna bet it's probably free on Tubi too. Let me tell you, Tubi. I went down the horror movie rabbit hole on Tubi, and they have got an insane amount of horror movies on Tubi. And I mean, like, big stuff, all the way down to like the super obscure. Like I watched a movie on there the other night called Out of the Dark about a killer in a clown mask stalking women who work at a phone sex hotline. And it was fantastic. It was fantastic. Have I seen the Stepfather remake? There's so many of them that I just completely blocked out of my memory.
Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Francis Chainsaw Grimp, thank you for the $2 super chat. Taco for Jeremy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Hey, Sting of the Scorpion, how you doing, man? There's Cody. What's up, Cody? Lopke Vision Films, how you doing, sir? But yeah, like Tubi like blows away Shudder as far as horror selection. Now, granted, you got to watch some ads, but I mean, they just have a ridiculous. I've not even scratched the surface of their horror library. And I mean, they completely won me over with Out of the Dark. And I even went back and revisited the Subspecies movies a couple of weeks ago. Just did a Subspecies marathon. A Charles Bronson, Tom Atkins buddy cop movie? Hell yeah. I'd love that. God, that would have been incredible. Watched Halloween 5 again last weekend. It's okay. Hold on. It's Katie calling. Okay. Y'all bring the wine. Yeah. Okay. Wear that outfit that I like, though, okay? You know the one. Yeah, I'm muted. Don't worry. They can't hear. I know. You're a freak. All right. See you, Katie. Yeah. Love you too, baby. Oh, I was muted. Okay. Didn't realize that. What were we talking about? Forget what we were talking about now. Tubi, yeah, Tubi is low-key the best. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to have to look up body count. I don't know why I've not seen that one. I mean, the cover art, of course, I've seen that cover art a million times. But I bet it's on YouTube. Yep, it's on YouTube. A couple of times it's on YouTube. 3 times. Okay. Let's see what the quality's like. Quality's pretty good. Quality's pretty good. All right, cool. Let me bookmark this. All right. All right. We're good. You heard. What did you hear? I don't think you heard anything. I was muted that whole time. Yes. I'm sure the thing will get a Scream Factory 4K. Scream Factory's, they're 4K in everything. If they've ever released it, and it's got any name association, any big name associated with it, it'll get a 4K. I think that, didn't they already announce the Funhouse? So we're getting the Funhouse, and I'm sure. Well, wait a minute, didn't they already do a thing in 4K? I don't remember. Hey, Jill, how's it going? Oh, you got to watch Valentine for the first time on Tubi. Cool. Yeah, I like Valentine a lot. Eyes of Fire, I don't really remember Eyes of Fire that well, to be honest, horror fan. That was one of those I rented back in the day and just don't remember very much about. Basket Case in 35mm. Next Saturday, New Beverly Cinema. Cool. That'll be a fun experience, Jeffrey.
Mama. Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Thank you, Lopke Vision Films, for the $5 super chat. Happy Father's Day to Jeremy. I'm sure he is a great cat dad. I recommend getting a Jason mask from Piz. I got a Part 8 mask and couldn't be happier. Well, I'm glad you like the mask, man. And thank you very much for that super chat. Very kind of you. Gonna do a shot here for all the cat dads on Father's Day. For all you cat dads out there. Cheers. Ooh. I really should have put that in the fridge. Oh. Oh, Y2K. I love Chopping Mall. Great flick. Argento's Opera getting a 4K. P.S. I enjoyed his Phantom of the Opera, not terrible as its rep. I don't know. I've not heard anything about opera. I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will. Who released the last Blu-ray? Was that Scorpion? I think it might have been Scorpion. I don't remember, but I'm sure. I mean, you heard that a bunch of Argento's movies are getting restored in 4K. And I'm sure opera will be one of those. Yes, Valentine. That's the one with Denise Richards. Yes. Piz kills it with those masks. Pun intended. Well, thank you. Thank you, Francis. You watched Death Screams tonight for the first time. Ah, that was definitely something, LOL, but I oddly enjoyed it, even though I have no idea who the killer was. Yes. That's just one of the many charming things about Death Screams is that, well, I mean, I know who the killer is supposed to be, but the ending does not tell you definitively that that person is the killer, because that person, it's a crazy movie. I like it though. It's a fun slasher, but it makes no sense. And up until that Arrow Blu-ray, the movie was so freaking dark you couldn't tell what was going on in it. So, but yeah, Death Screams. Yes, Dog Soldiers is awesome, Jose. Dog Soldiers is awesome. Yes, cat dads, dog dads, fish dads, bird dads, whatever, snake dads, whatever pet you have. JT, no, I do not watch The Boys. Hey, Eric, how you doing, man? Just hanging out tonight, shooting the bull. Just having some fun. Having some drinks. The Lost River Drive-In. What's up, man? Nick, what's up? Has the morb worn off yet? Still morbed. Listen, once you experience Morbius and you've morbed, your life will never be the same. Trust me. You don't just morb once. That should be the tagline for part 2. You don't just morb once. We bet you can't morb just once. In all honesty, though, I had a great freaking time watching Morbius. It is not a good movie, but I had a great freaking time watching it.
Mama. Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Nick, thank you for the $4.99 super chat, my friend, for giving us what we all needed, a Morbius review, and thankfully I didn't hate it either, so I was glad to hear your thoughts. Stay morbed, Piz. Thank you, man. Appreciate that very much. And yes, Morbius. Oh, what a movie. It is out in 4K right now, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. What's up, Don? How you doing, man? Tamagotchi dads? What is Tamagotchi? I don't know what that is. Is that something dirty? Oh, okay. That's one of those little, the e-pets or whatever they were. Brian, how you doing, man? Am I excited for Synapse releasing Satan's Little Helper? I don't remember. I mean, I remember Satan's Little Helper being okay. Um, I don't know. I guess it depends on what the price is on that, to be honest. Mick Garris tweeted that the Thing 40th anniversary Fathom event is horrible. Really? Why? Is it like a inferior print of the film or something? No, JT. There's probably not going to be a Morbius 2, since Morbius is one of the. It's got to be the only movie that has the dubious distinction of having flopped not once, but twice at the box office. So, but you know, the memes will live on. I could see Morbius showing up in, like, you know, other movies, like other Sony Marvel movies, you know, Spider-Man or Venom or something, but I don't know if we'll get another Morbius film anytime soon. Yeah, I saw that, Dying Breed. Yeah, Amazon had some pretty good deals on 4Ks. You know, they had Dune on 4K for $10, which I've already got it, or I probably would have picked it up for that for sure. They had some other pretty good deals on 4Ks too. I wonder, are those deals, are they done? Was that just like a momentary well, no. You can get Dune for $13.99 4K. So Godzilla vs. Kong 4K for $12.99. Ooh, Clockwork Orange 4K for $12.99. Cool. So there's still some good 4Ks on here at a reasonable price. Thank you all for 62 likes. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I am planning on going to Scarefest in October. So, working out the specifics. I'd like to take Jeremy. It depends on if we can get, because if I decide to take Jeremy, probably going to get a room and spend the night somewhere nearby. But if I fly solo, I'll probably only go for one day. So I don't know. Still got some planning to do. And if I do take Jeremy, I mean, it's going to break the bank, because I mean, there's so many people there. I know he's going to want to meet, and ain't nothing cheap at a convention. So all right, here you go. There you go, Jeff. There's a link to my TeePublic store. No, not going to watch Thor: Love and Thunder. If it had Morbius in it, I'd probably watch it, but There's no Morbius, I don't think. If Morbius was in Thor Love and Thunder, I would definitely watch it. Is Pumpkinhead 1988 a good film? Yes, it is. You should definitely check it out. Pinocchio's Revenge or Rumpelstiltskin getting any kind of upgrade? Not that I've heard. If you take Jeremy to Scarefest, won't he get mobbed for Taco Man autographs? I don't know. Maybe. I should get... I have been kind of on the lookout for like a Candyman type coat. So I may take Jeremy to Scarefest dressed as Taco Man. If the Fog remake isn't number 1 on your top 20 slasher list, I'm going to be disappointed. That comment is wrong on so many levels. So many levels. Get a Drive Scorpion jacket. Jeremy would make a good driver too. Get him the jacket, get him the gloves, get him a hammer. He'd be a good driver. Oh, speaking of Tublic, I actually got a big bunch of shirts in that I ordered just the other day. So let's open them and take a look at them, shall we? Got a whole bunch of killer TeePublic shirts here. And all of these you can find in my TeePublic store, which I just posted the link to. So here we go. American Psycho. Now I've got a closet full of like, Jason, Friday the 13th shirts, Halloween shirts, Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirts, but only one other American Psycho shirt. And I love American Psycho. So there you go. Bateman, he's making a reservation at Dorsia. Can't go wrong. Piz, you and Jeremy should make 8x10 photographs of you guys and sell them on your website signed. You're not the only one who would buy them. That's an idea. That is certainly an idea. And this shirt is the same as the Patrick Bateman shirt. I've got all those Friday the 13th and Halloween and Chainsaw. No Hellraiser shirts. Not a single Hellraiser shirt. So I got a Hellraiser shirt. Got to represent Pinhead and the rest of the Cenobites. Leviathan. The Engineer. So got to represent Pinhead and crew. And this is a really cool one. The graphic on this one's really nice. Really nice. Let's see here. Ooh. I've got some Donnie Darko. Got Frank there. Got the time. 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds until the end of the world. So, I had a Donnie Darko shirt that I wore for many, many years. It faded into oblivion, and I just ended up throwing it away. So, but now I've got a new Donnie Darko shirt. So, this one speaks for itself. Return of the Living Dead. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They're back, they're hungry, and they're not vegetarian. Yeah, that really nice design on this one too. Really nice design. And what I like about Tublic, and why I rep them so much, is because they come on really good quality shirts. Like, I love gutter garbs and cavity colors and all those, and they have some great designs, but their shirts are very thin. And I don't know. I prefer a thicker shirt. I find the thicker shirts to last longer. So that's one reason why I love Tublic. Just nice, thick, good quality shirts. And last but not least, one of my favorite pieces of artwork from 80s horror. The gates of hell. The dead shall rise and walk the earth. Just love that artwork. Oh, I've got the poster hanging right there. But yeah, I just like, when I see this artwork, it just takes me right back to the video store. I remember seeing this artwork on the VHS and just being like, holy crap. That this artwork scared me. Like, I couldn't imagine how terrifying the movie was, because this artwork just kind of freaked me out. But yeah, The Gates of Hell, aka City of the Living Dead. My favorite Lucio Fulci film. Yes, these are all available in my TeePublic store, Jamie. Yes, indeed. Hey, Caniac, how you doing? Yeah. Oh, that artwork is so cool. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, I'm sure y'all will be seeing plenty more of those shirts again in future videos. You've never seen Donnie Darko, Nico? You should definitely check it out. Just got a Ghoulies shirt and a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 shirt. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure I can, Joe. Yeah, I'm sure I can. 5X is the biggest size they come in, Steven. That's the biggest size TeePublic offers at this time. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Lopke, you're going to Mad Monster Party in Arizona in July. Very cool. I've been to 2 Mad Monster parties. Both of them were in North Carolina, though. But they were both really good shows. Well, all of Public shirts are printed on those Gildan shirts. And again, they're really, really good quality shirts. You watched American Psycho in 4K last night. Very cool. I've actually not watched the Batman yet, horror fan. I've got it in my to watch list on HBO Max. I've just not. I've got to devote a 3-hour chunk of time to that thing. So. But I mean, I've heard really nothing but good things about that movie. So, rumor has it Taco Man's coat hides a ribcage covered in chihuahuas. It's funny. Hey, Unicorn Thug, I'm doing well. Hope you are too. Yes. Halloween 6 through 8 are apparently coming out on 4K this Halloween season. I'm excited for part 6 in 4K. Although I did hear that it may only be the theatrical cut getting the 4K, and that the producer's cut may not be getting it, which I hope that's not the case. That would be a shame. But I mean, you never know. Favorite Jason mask? Probably just the good old part 3. That's my favorite. I love the. I don't know. For me, the barn scene part 3 is just kind of like the definitive Jason mask. But I mean, I love part 5s. I guess there's not a Jason mask I don't like, to be honest. Not a big fan of the Jason versus Freddy one. The broken one, the one that's all broken and chipped, and the heavily damaged one at the end of Freddy versus Jason, I like a lot. But the other ones in that film, not really. But Dave, this is your part 3. I've just gotten started on your part 4, so I should have it finished probably in another couple of weeks. So, but I'll let you know. Keep you posted. I don't know. Those Child's Play 4Ks, those bundles are pretty expensive. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be picking those up or not. Maybe just the individual releases, might pick those up. But those bundles, man, those were pretty expensive. Mike D, what's up, man? How are you doing? I'm surprised you don't have a t-shirt for A new beginning with an outhouse and the melodic lyrics of Ooh Baby covering it. I may have to look into that one. Yeah, I've done Jason X masks. I very, very rarely get asked about Jason X masks. Any tips for watching a movie while intoxicated? I can't seem to do it and stay invested. I think you've got to have the right movie if you're going to watch it a little intoxicated. You got to have the right movie. You need a movie like Pieces or Troll 2, something on that level. That's what you need. Anthony Anderson, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, everybody watching, did y'all like the Chucky series? Are you excited for season 2? I only watched the first 2 episodes because they made those available on YouTube. And I thought they were okay. But I've heard really mixed reactions to that series. Like some people really loved it. And some people just kind of were like, yeah, nah, it's not very good. I didn't hear many people like in the middle. Well, the Argento version of Dawn of the Dead is pretty much just, it's like a highlight of, it's like a Dawn of the Dead highlight reel. Argento just took out pretty much all the substance and left in all the zombie stuff and, the bloody stuff pretty much. So that was Argento's Dawn of the Dead. Which if you don't have like 2.5 hours to spend with Dawn of the Dead and you just want the Cliff's Notes version of it, the Argento version is the way to go. Let's see. The series was good, but hopefully season 2 will improve it. I enjoyed it. I liked the Chucky series, but I didn't love it. Chucky series was interesting, LOL. I actually really enjoyed Chucky season 1. I'm excited for season 2. Oh, Meg Tilly has joined the cast. Okay. I enjoyed the Chucky series, picked up the Blu-ray yesterday. I liked the whole franchise for the most part. Chucky TV series seemed very PG-like for a younger audience. I'm interested to see where it goes, but I'd say I'm in the middle. Hope Scream Factory does 4Ks for Psycho 2 and 3. Yeah, I'd like to see a Psycho 2 4K. And if you do 2 and 4K, you might as well do 3 too. If you have the original elements, of course. See, I didn't like Cult of Chucky. I liked Curse of Chucky, but I didn't like Cult of Chucky. Joey Pants joined season 2 of Chucky. Okay. So we've got the Tillys involved, and we've got Joe Pantoliano in there. Where's Gina Gershon? Throw her in the mix too. We can have like a Chucky Bound crossover. Yeah, see, I kind of heard that too, Slasher. Like if you're the Seed of Chucky comparisons, and I wasn't a big fan of Seed of Chucky, so yeah. Yes, we do need Monster Squad in 4K. Child's Play 2 is a good sequel. It's definitely a good sequel. No, I didn't like Cult of Chucky. I liked Curse, but not Cult. Thank you all for 77 likes on the stream. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. Gina is also in season 2. Really? Okay. Oh, all right. So, wow. All right. That's interesting. Wow. Very interesting. Toronto Freddy, how you doing, man? How's everything up in Toronto? My Bloody Valentine and Black Christmas 4Ks. Yeah, I mean it all depends if they've got the original elements. We'll see. Yeah, I thought Curse of Chucky was a lot of fun. So, what's your all's plans for the rest of Sunday? Oh, what's your all's plans for the 4th of July? Oh, and get this. Next week, I'm taking Jeremy to the dentist, and this is going to be a big step for him. A big step. He's going to get a cavity filled. Now, in the past, whenever he's had to have any kind of dental work, I've had to take him to a specialist and have him put under to have that work done. So he's got a cavity. We were at the dentist about a month ago, and the dentist was like, he's got a cavity, and I know you take him to the surgery center, and yada yada yada. And I was like, well, Jeremy, would you let the dentist fill the cavity here, and we won't have to do all that travel, and they won't have to put you to sleep, and blah blah blah. Will you let him give you a shot and do it here? And so Jeremy kind of thought about it for a second, and he said yes. So it's going to be a big day for Jeremy next week. I think he's going to be okay with it. I mean, I think I'm going to have to talk to him some more about it, get him prepared. But I hope he'll do well. Now, when the dentist comes at him with that needle and starts to put that needle in his mouth, I'm not sure how he's going to do with that, but hopefully he does well. But it's going to be a big thing for him. So, and I mean, he's come a long way in just the past few years as far as getting shots and, needles and stuff. He used to be just petrified of needles. But now getting shots, blood work, whatever, doesn't faze him at all. But, that needle in the mouth, we'll see how he handles that. Hopefully he'll do well. I'm going to have to talk to him some more and prepare him and, but I think he'll be fine. Jeremy is an OG. That is true. Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll do the numbing, the numbing stuff first. And once he gets the shot, he'll be fine. Once he gets over that hurdle of, oh my God, that he's putting that needle in my mouth. Oh my God. He'll be fine. So, well, it's funny. I tried that diversionary thing with him one time. This was the very first time he went to the surgery center to be put under to get some dental work done. So there was a nurse on one side of him talking to him. Or there was a nurse on one side who had the needle and was going to put it in his arm. Then you had me right behind, right next to her, and to Jeremy's right or his left was another nurse talking to him. So me and this nurse were talking to Jeremy like, hey, look at us, talk to us. And while the other nurse was putting the needle in. And so Jeremy was he was looking everywhere. Like he'd look at me, then look at that nurse, then watch the other nurse with the needle. And just, he was, it's like a cat with a laser pointer. He was just looking everywhere, but, he wasn't going to take his eyes off of the needle for too long. But that was I think that was the one that showed him, because like when she first poked him with the needle, he made a face, and then he was just like, oh, that was it. And so since then he's had no problems with needles. Nightmare City is awesome. Yes, it definitely needs to get a new release. Do you think Nev will change her mind and join Scream 6 if money is what she wants? Well, I've heard that it's not just money for the role that she wants. I've heard that she wants a producing credit and she wants back end money and basically money that will be money for the rest of her life. That's the big sticking point. She wants a producer credit and back end money from box office and residuals, and good residuals for the rest of her life, which is what she would get. That's the sticking point, at least from what I was told. So, she has a very small role in Scream 6, but she supposedly has a very large and integral role in Scream 7. So if she's not in 6, that's kind of, they can work around that. But if she's out for 6 and 7, they're going to have to do some major rewrites to Scream 7. So it's a little more complicated than she just wants more money. At least that's what I've been told. And the money discussion, all that broke down shortly before it was announced that Hayden Panettiere was coming back. And that's no coincidence. So, and they've postponed shooting for part 6. I mean, that tells me it's off, that she's done. And so they're going to have to rework 6 and do major reworks on 7. Hey, Felix the Gray, what's up? Big fan of your channel. My buddy Captain sent me. Oh, cool. Well, welcome. Glad to have you here. Very nice, very nice, and thank you. I'm guessing that's Captain Halloween. Is who you're talking about. So, but yeah, it's I mean, it's, you know, as much as I want the Scream movies, or, you know, going forward to move away from the legacy characters and develop the new characters more, it's kind of crappy that it's going to happen this way. Oh, and don't be surprised if you hear that Courtney Cox is going to bail soon too. But, I mean, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks that, you know, that it happened this way. And I don't, you know, you can't blame Neve Campbell for wanting to get her money, because I mean, this would have been her 6th Scream movie. You know, the next one would have been her 7th. You know, so I don't know. It's just kind of a crappy situation. Yeah, I heard that Scream 6 is going to take place in New York. Yeah. Ghostface takes Manhattan. Drew Barrymore should come back. Well, I mean, they're going to... I heard something about them, Emma Roberts wanting to come back, or Emma Roberts in talks to come back. But I mean, she's dead. She got defibrillated to death. You know, so I mean, are they going to bring her back as a ghost like they did with Billy? Or I mean, it's ridiculous. They're just going to bring back dead characters. And I wouldn't be shocked if they don't bring back Stu at some point, to be honest. I mean, they're trying to, you know, the fan servicey thing is just kind of crazy. But I think they're bringing back Kirby, not necessarily to take Sydney's place, but everybody, I mean, that's like the one thing people agree on when it comes to Scream 4, is that she was one of the best things about that movie. So, they're definitely bringing her back for a reason. Oh, that's right. Yes, Entertainment Wizard. You're right. Yes, she was defibrillated, which would have killed her, but she survived that and then got shot. So she was Yeah. I don't know. Just got done with a quiz in my theater class and looks probable that I'll finish up this semester with a 92 to 94. Well, congratulations, Casey. That's very cool. I, everybody loves Jenna. Jenna. Gosh, what's her name? Jenna Ortega. Yeah, she's kind of like the it girl now, like the genre it girl. So I don't know. I mean, I could. People really didn't seem to get attached to her sister, who was like supposed to be like they kind of set her up to be the new final girl for this new generation of Scream. I forget the character's name, but people just kind of didn't seem to connect with her. But yeah, Jenna Ortega is kind of the it girl. So I could see them trying to shift the attention from that character to Jenna Ortega's character. Let's just make all the sequels a bad dream and Randy wakes up out of a coma. There you go. There you go. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know. But I mean, it just kind of shows you, man. Hollywood is a cutthroat, dirty business. It doesn't matter, how many movies you starred in the past, how many movies you led in this series in the past, how many fans you've got, how much this series is associated with you. When it comes to money, everybody is expendable. And on top of and two, I mean, the studios have been able to rip the creative rip off actors and writers and directors for decades with their shifty accounting, saying that even some of the biggest movies ever made, the highest grossing movies ever made, have never turned a profit. So they don't have to pay anybody residuals. I think it was it was somebody associated with Forrest Gump. Had said like, well, hey, shouldn't I be getting residuals for Forrest Gump? And Paramount was like, well, no, it's never turned a profit. According to Paramount, Forrest Gump has never turned a profit. So they don't have to pay anybody residuals. Unless those residuals were built into the contract, like real residuals. So, hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Favorite tracks from White Pony? Oh man, gosh, I love pretty much that entire album except for well, Back to School. Really, Back to School was on the reissue. That first pressing of the record that starts with Fatisura and ends with the Boys Republic. Every one of those songs I like. So, I mean, I think one song after the other, it's just, that whole album's fantastic. I wonder what they will do when the next Scream barely makes 100 million. Well, but I mean, here's the thing though. Well, and I mean, people will still see it. They'll complain about Nev not being there and they'll say, well, I'm not going to watch it because Nev's not there, but they still will. They still will. You know, they'll make a nice, catchy, flashy trailer. And I mean, honestly, most people will probably forget about Nev. But I mean, Scream 5 just, it's not going to make the same money that Scream 6 is not going to make the same money Scream 5 did. It just won't. It'll be, you know, like Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, but on a lower level. You know, Halloween 2018 made insane money. Halloween Kills did what? I don't remember the percentages, but it's not going to be, they're not going to make as much with Halloween or with Scream 6 as they did with Scream 5, and they're not going to make as much with Scream 7 as they did with Scream 6. Like Halloween Ends this year won't make as much as Halloween Kills. And it'll make a fraction of what Halloween 2018 did. Yeah, I mean, I hated Halloween Kills, but I'm going to watch Halloween Ends. I've only been to one Deftones concert. It was back in 2000, maybe 16, maybe 2017. It was they were touring. It was when Koi no Yokan came out, whatever year that was. I still don't understand how you hate Halloween Kills. I can't understand how anybody doesn't hate Halloween Kills. Am I excited for Nope? Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it because it's at least not a sequel or a remake or a reboot. So I'm excited for that. No, I've not given Kills a second watch. I kinda, it's on HBO Max. And I don't know. When I think back on that movie, everything that I do remember about that movie just kind of, you know. Ugh. Ugh. Halloween Forever is after Ends. No. No, I mean they'll reboot Halloween again. Give them 3 years, 5 years. I mean, there's going to be some other Halloween. I mean, I think we'll get a Halloween. I think we'll get the Bloom Halloween 3. Or we'll either get like some kind of Halloween 3 remake or a movie that takes place in the Halloween 3 universe. Or they're going to cross over, or they'll make the Halloween 3 universe just part of the Halloween 2018 universe is what they'll probably do. And then, you know, I don't know. We might get like a Halloween television series. So, When the nurse shot herself with the face, I was, yeah, yeah. I think that was the point in the movie where I went like, is this, am I supposed to take this seriously? Is this a joke? Is this like a like, what tone is this movie? And then like you just, yeah, I don't know. That movie's bipolar. It's just everywhere. It's serious one minute, then it's just like goofy comedy the next. Then you've got the whole thing with that, you know, that 5'2", 280-pound mental patient who people are saying they're mistaking him for Myers, and they force him to jump out the window. I just, Jesus Christ, what a mess. Like who, like I know Danny McBride wrote that, but I mean, he must have been on, forget pot. He had to have been smoking PCP or something to write that and be like, yeah, this is good. This is good. No, Mike, I've not seen that jabroni in the chat tonight at all. He's probably hiding from you. He's probably hiding from you. But I mean, Slaughterport put out a pretty scathing promo on everybody after you. I mean, it's getting dirty. It's getting dirty. If Michael does talk in Halloween Ends, the only thing he should say, he should turn to Lori and go, "Who are you?" That should be it. That should be it. Like he should seriously like turn to her and go, "Look, what's your problem? Do I even know you? I just want to go home and stand in front of this window. That's it. That's all I want to do." I mean, Halloween Kills is about a guy who just walks across town. That's Halloween Kills in a nutshell. Michael Myers just walks across town and people won't let him just walk across town. People keep getting in his way and he's got to kill them. He just wants to go home. The whole movie is him walking across town to go home. And they won't let him. I mean, literally, just let the man go home. He wants to stand in front of the window. Let him have it. Just don't get in his way. You know? The entirety of the hospital scenes and kills are pointless. I mean, pretty much. Yeah. Big John and Little John are my dudes. That's total Danny McBride there. That's 100% Danny McBride. Like you'd think David Gordon Green would be like the balance. Like, you know, dude, you were too high when you wrote this. Come down a little, you know. But do you think they should have Halloween movie every year? No. I don't know, Justin. I don't know. He needs to stare out that window. That was his motive. I know. I mean, just let him stare out the damn window. Get out of his way. His will to stand in front of that window was so strong that he survived. What, he was shot like 20 times and beaten mercilessly, and the woman with the iron. I mean, she at least got a couple of licks in on him with that iron, right? But his will to just go stand in front of that window was so strong. You could have cut his head off. He would have got up and just carried his head to the window. I'll give him an A for determination. Oh, that's right. They've got those. Oh, God. Yeah, we've got the David Gordon Green Exorcist movies coming out after that. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Jesus. I just hope Danny McBride's not involved with those Exorcist movies. We'll have possessed Reagan like smoking a joint and doing penis jokes, and Father Karras will be, I don't know. I mean, God knows what they'd do with Father Karras. Michael will lean into Lori's ear and whisper Taco Man. That'd be a good way for it to end. Are you more excited for the Hellraiser movie from the Night House director or the Hellraiser series from DGG? I think the Hellraiser movie from David Bruckner. I'm interested in that. I hope that turns out well. Yeah, Don, Netflix is gonna do 2 more Chainsaw movies. They've greenlit 2 more. Favorite Halloween? Well, I mean the original, and then part 2. But I actually watch part 2 more than the first one. I don't know. I just like part 2 a lot. Yeah, that's what Bloom said. Yeah, he got Ellen Burstyn back for their Exorcist, whatever it's going to be. The gas station window washer disabled guy from 1974 TCM is going to be in the sequel, you think? I bet anything he's going to be in the house when Leatherface opens the door. That would be really strange, Robert. But I like that idea. I like that idea. I would go for that. I would go for that. Yes, I remember Vampire's Kiss with Nick Cage. Yes. How could you forget that movie, is the question. How could you forget that movie? I really wish Jared Leto would have gone over the top as Nick Cage in Vampire's Kiss and Morbius. God, I wish. Oh. If Leto had gone over the top with Morbius, it'd be a new classic. There's no doubt about it. It'd be a new classic. No, I didn't go to the Living Dead weekend at Monroeville Mall. I would have really liked to. I just, I was going to go to the one in, I think it was 2020. And then, of course, COVID happened. So it got postponed. But I would have liked to have gone. So I'll go to one eventually. But, yeah, I have been to the Monroeville Mall before. I wish, Leto, yeah, it's like I said in my review. I mean, Leto's a good actor. And I mean, he's one of those method actor guys, which, I mean, I don't know, maybe he couldn't quite, maybe he just couldn't become that character. Maybe he just didn't understand, like, how do you become a living vampire? So he just, he didn't know what to do because he couldn't method act it. So he was completely shut off. But yeah, his performance was just, I mean, damn. And I'm sure he got a lot of money for that. I mean, he got a lot of money to do very little. No, I've not seen The Boys, Toronto Freddy. Yes, I did hear that The Lost Boys is getting a 4K steelbook. Yes, indeed. Yep, that will be a insta-buy. I wouldn't say I'm excited for Terrifier 2. I'll see it when it comes out. I wasn't a big fan of Terrifier, to be honest. Thought it was okay, but wasn't that big a fan of it. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Justin. Yeah, I've had my fingers crossed for a Fright Night 2 Blu-ray for years. Hopefully 2022 is the year. You mean In Search of Darkness 3, Anthony? No, I've not. If Jeremy goes to Scarefest as Taco Man, will you be going as Bucky? No, probably not. I just want to be comfortable. So. But if Jeremy does go to Scarefest, that's another one. I mean, I'd have to really talk, prepare him for it and, explain that there's going to be a lot of people there and that it's going to be loud and there's going to be a lot to see and, so that he doesn't get too overstimulated and, like if he meets one of his favorite celebrities, I mean, he may just decide to run up and give him a hug and that may not be cool. So I don't know. Like I said, it'll take some more planning and stuff. I think he'd probably do fine, but just got to prepare him because he's He's never been to anything like a convention. Spooky, I'm excited for the upcoming Hellraiser. What's worse, Freddy's Dead or Jason Goes to Hell? Freddy's Dead for me. Definitely. Top 5 movies that need to hit Blu-ray. I'd say number 1, of course, would be Fright Night 2. Number 2 on my list would be Psycho Cop. Number 3 would be Evil Laugh. Gosh. Yeah. Out of the Dark. Why not? Yeah, Out of the Dark. Let's throw that one on the list. Yeah, you got it, Jill. Yeah, Out of the Dark for sure. Gosh, I don't know. Let me think. I don't know. We're getting to the point where the Night Flyer. Yes, Saturn. Thank you. Yes, Saturn, the Night Flyer. Yes. Yep. Definitely. There you go. The top 20 slasher video. Well, it's going to be a live stream. I'm going to do a live stream for that one. Maybe this Friday. I don't know. Are they doing another at the drive-in on Shudder on Friday? Sorority House Massacre 2 and 3 need Blu-rays. Yes, indeed they do. Indeed they do. Well, Sorority House Massacre 2 and Hard to Die need Blu-rays. Did they make a Sorority House 2? Or a Sorority House Massacre 3? Or are you thinking of Hard to Die? Yeah, well, Hard to Die is, I mean, yeah. It is kind of sorority, or, yeah. It's basically the same movie. Just in a high rise instead of in a house. Lady Terminator on Blu-ray, yes, we do need that. That's for sure. Yeah, they need to do a Hell House LLC box set. Get all 3 of those out. I would definitely buy those. Definitely buy those. We've got 92 likes on the stream. Thank you all for 92 likes. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. Hey, Eddie, what's up? How are you, man? No, we never had an In-N-Out burger. There aren't any In-N-Outs nearby. Yes, I have seen Transylvania 65000. About the only thing I really remember about that movie, though, is Gina Davis's outfit. ROTOR. What is that? Needs a special edition 4K. What is that, Robert? Yeah, Nick Cage is Coppola's nephew, I do believe. Yeah. The Mutilator 2 is in post-production at the moment. Filming has completed, and it is in post-production. The 80s flick Demons. You mean the Lamberto Bava film? If that's what you're talking about, yeah, I love Demons. Yeah, I do too, Entertainment Wizard. I do too. You've not lived until you've seen Rotor. Okay, let me look up Rotor. What is... I don't even see a... Oh, okay, here we go. 87. What does Rotor... Okay, hold on. Robotic Officer Tactical Operation Research. A prototype robot intended for crime combat escapes from the development lab and goes on a killing rampage. Oh, my Lord.
And it will not be human. But here, the future has already arrived 25 years too soon.
Impossible.
Robotic
It's okay, honey. It's a police officer.
officer. Tactical operation. Research. Rotor. Its prime directive to judge and to execute
Oh, my God.
anything that stands in its way.
The Rotor walked through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker.
Police officer.
Hold on, what was that line?
The Rotor walked through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker.
The police officer.
Rotor would walk through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker. We got to listen to that again. Jesus Christ. That is dialogue.
Stands in its way.
The Rotor walked through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker.
The
That is
police
serious.
officer.
That is serious.
A prototype of what is to come. But pray, it never comes to this.
He's programming himself.
An unstoppable force. Without flesh and blood. Rotor.
Oh my God. Now that's how you make a trailer. And it's available on Tubi. Oh my God. Let's check out some of the reviews of it here, the user reviews. It's got a 2 out of 10. What do we got? A 2.6 out of 10 IMDb rating. Let's check out some reviews here of Rotor. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. Excruciatingly bad. That's the first review. Excruciatingly bad, but it can't help it. Difficult to comprehend. Somebody went into this movie wanting to comprehend it. Come on. This is the worst movie I have ever seen, and I love it. If Tommy Wiseau made sci-fi, this would probably be the result. The holy grail of bad movies. It's a 10 on the so bad it's funny scale. Wow, terrible does it begin to describe this. It's like a chainsaw set on frappe. That must be a line from the movie. This is, listen, I've got to watch it now. It's on Tubi. It will be watched very soon. That is for sure. Holy crap. He'd walk through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker. That is dialogue. The Midnight Hour, yeah. The Midnight Hour needs to be on Blu-ray. That's for sure. Oh, Lord. I already pre-ordered Heat on 4K. Yeah, I'm going to be getting that one. Jeremy has been to Chuck E. Cheese, and it was not a pleasant experience for him. Yes, I did see the cover art for Rotor. Yes. How has Rotor flown under my radar all these years? Wow. That just looked incredible. And like the look of the guy who's playing Rotor. I mean, he's got and it was a Scream Factory release? How did this go under my radar? Jeez. But I love the guy who is like, because I mean, he's just like this ordinary looking guy with like a mustache, and I guess they wanted to make Rotor just look kind of, he'll just blend in. He'll look like any other cop. So, man, that's how you do a trailer. Ms. 45 is awesome. Jackie. Great movie. Showbiz Pizza. Yeah. Never had Showbiz Pizza. I did have a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. I think it was like my 35th birthday party was at Chuck E. Cheese. It was a great time. Jeremy hated it though. Hated it. Wanted nothing to do. He called them the creepy animatronic creatures. Wanted nothing to do with them. Taco Man would walk through a bus full of nuns to get to a Taco Bell. That's true. That's true. What a line. Can you imagine writing that line? I mean, he'd walk through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker. I mean, that is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I always heard that Showbiz Pizza was better than Chuck E. Cheese. But then I've heard some people say, well, it's just the same thing. But I know the whole thing of Showbiz and Chucky, and like they split and.
Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Taco Belalagosi, thank you for the $4.99 super chat, sir. Hey Piz, Rotor, so bad it's still bad, lol. But God bless Tubi. Was watched by tons of people during COVID. Yep. Tubi, man. Tubi's the bomb. Nope, didn't pick up anything from the Severance sale. Subjective. So, probably Tuesday night, I'm going to be doing my patron community stream. So tune in for that Tuesday at 8. I've got a new soda review video coming out with Jeremy. That'll probably be, that one might be out tomorrow. It'll definitely be out tomorrow sometime for patrons. It'll probably be out for everybody else on Tuesday. And the top 20 slasher stream, I might do that on Friday if there's not a at the drive-in on Shudder. If there is, I may wait until like Sunday, the following Sunday night to do it. So. Oh gosh, Jeremy's all-time favorite fast food place. I mean, I guess I'd have to go with Taco Bell. It's either going to be, well, if you'd asked me that question like 5 years ago, I'd say McDonald's. If you asked me that question like 2 years ago, I'd probably say Qdoba. But now it's either going to be Taco Bell or KFC. Yeah, Saturn, I got one of the new Baja flavors. So it's one of the new Baja flavors that we did a video for. The Frostbite. Is that? Oh no, that's the one that's just available on their website, I believe. I'd like to get some of the hard Mountain Dew, the alcoholic Mountain Dew, and try it. Of course, Jeremy wouldn't touch that, but yes, Jeremy has had Moe's. He liked it a lot. He cracked up because it's called Moe's, and it was funny because he was just cracking up, and I was like, "What's so funny, bub?" And he went, "Mo Howard." So he was thinking he was going to, he, of course, anything Mo is going to be related to Mo Howard. So, Jeremy's all-time favorite Mountain Dew flavor, I think, is just the good old-fashioned, the old-school Mountain Dew flavor. Although he likes Code Red every now and again, too. But he mostly just gets the classic flavor. So. Nope. Jeremy said he would try the ice cream cake. We went and got we went to get an ice cream cake. Brought it home. I cut him a slice or a piece or whatever. He wouldn't touch it. And I'm like, Jeremy, it's ice cream. It's just ice cream, Bubba. And he's, no. He likes ice cream. But he wouldn't touch it. He wouldn't touch it. So it was a fail. No ice cream cake for Jeremy on his birthday. Jeremy just likes good old-fashioned soft shell tacos. That's what he gets at Taco Bell. Yeah, I mean, it was cake-shaped. Yeah, it's cake-shaped, and of course, it's ice cream cake. But I thought I'd talked him, I thought I'd convinced him it's just ice cream. There's no cake, it's just ice cream. But he just wouldn't go for it. I was like, just try this tiny little bite, and you'll see it's only ice cream. No. Because Jeremy is very dramatic too. Like you don't get a no. You don't get a no out of Jeremy. You get a no. So Jeremy's just dramatic. Yes, the Mexican pizza is now gone from Taco Bell. Yep. So Jeremy and I got our Mexican pizzas literally, I mean, at the last minute. Because on the menus now, it says sold out or discontinued or whatever. I think it says sold out for the Mexican pizzas. No guests lined up just yet. Nothing that I may have some announcements soon. Let's see. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night there. But this has been a really fun Sunday stream. I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me. Let me do some shout outs here. Shout out to... YouTube didn't keep track of all the super chats. I know Nico sent a super chat for $10. So shout out to Nico. And somebody else sent a super chat, and I don't remember who it was now. YouTube screwed me a little bit there. I think it was Cody. It was Lopke. Lopke Vision Films. So shout out to Nico. Shout out to Lopke Vision. Shout out to Francis Chainsaw Grim for the $2 super chat. Shout out to, it got yours, Cody. Shout out to Lopke Vision Films for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Nick from the Lost River Drive-In for the $4.99 super chat. And shout out to Taco Bella Lugosi for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. Let's see who tuned in over on Twitch. Scary Jerry 22, Felix the Gray, Sting of the Scorpion 78, SV7SV, Big Crack Rock, Febzer. Thank you guys for tuning in over on Twitch. And let's see who's still with me here on YouTube. We've got Captain Halloween Keith. We got Sean Sr., Joe Reese, Taco Bell Lugosi, Saturn Video, Robert Long, Sam Thomason, Jacob Baranowski. Let's see, there's Nico, Captain Crazy, Slasher Home Video, Nick Marshall, Good Morning, Chan, Entertainment Wizard, Jill, Dave, Joe Cool, Terry Moyers, Justin Murad, Subjective Perspective Collective, Enrique Reyes. Let's see, who else did we have? Wise Guy 100, Dawn of the Dead, Movie Fan, Dying Breed, Ben Grimm, Bacon Pew Pew, Homie, Cinemurdrum, Toronto Freddy, Eddie Wind. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Dan Shine, yeah, there's Dan still hanging out. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday night. And take care. Be good. If you've not dropped a like on the stream, please do so. Follow me on social media if you haven't already. And yeah, take care. Be good. And until next time, peace.